Betrayed by my girlfriend and cousin at a wedding. Francesca and I had been together for a couple of years. We both smoked weed, though for me, it was only once every 2 weeks because I had built up a high tolerance in my teens. She drank a lot more than I smoked, every weekend, like clockwork. When my cousin invited us to his wedding, I didn't expect anything other than a good time. I wasn't much of a drinker, but Francesca convinced me to ditch the joint and drink with her instead. I got more drunk than I had ever been. Later in the night, I stumbled across her and my cousin Sean doing coke together. Sean and I had never been close. He always thought I was some burnout, and I thought he was a pompous ass. Seeing them together felt like a slap in the face. Francesca brushed it off, said she was just having fun. We argued, but somehow we ended up in bed that night. The next morning, she was gone. Down at the reception, I overheard Sean's friends laughing, saying he was sleeping with my girlfriend. My heart sank. I confronted them, demanded to know which room they were in. I made one of them come with me. We could hear sex sounds coming from the room before we even got there. I told his friend to knock and get Sean out without tipping him off. After enough yelling, Sean opened the door and saw me. He froze. I stepped inside. Francesca was there, in bed, eyes wide like a deer in headlights. She tried to play it off, said it wasn't what it looked like, but it was exactly what it looked like. I turned around and walked out. Since that day, everything changed. Francesca kept calling and texting me nonstop. She even showed up at my apartment, begging to explain. Sean, on the other hand, didn't say a word to me, but he bragged to our cousins about what he did. I only found out when an uncle of mine scolded him. Instead of supporting me, most of my cousins started calling me names, cuck, mostly, and laughing about it behind my back, so I cut them off. I haven't spoken to Francesca either, not yet. I know I'll need closure eventually, but right now, I'm focused on getting myself back. I've started revisiting old hobbies, trying to find joy again. Therapy is helping, and I'm finally starting to feel like I'm moving forward, even if it's slow. Lucille, one of my cousins, called to apologize. She told me Sean was now spreading a lie that Francesca and I had some kind of open relationship, that this whole thing was part of some weird kink, that I was just mad because it was him. As disgusting as it was, it only solidified my choice to walk away from that part of the family. Rona, Francesca's sister, came by to pick up her things. That's when I learned the worst part. Francesca had a pattern. She had slept with drug dealers in the past to pay off debts. I felt sick. I actually threw up after she left. The cheating, the coke, it wasn't a one-time thing. I immediately got tested for STDs. Waiting for those results was the longest stretch of time I'd lived through. Thankfully, I'm clean. Eventually, I gathered the strength to speak with Francesca. I asked her why she hadn't told me about the coke. I would have helped her. I would have supported her through recovery. But what she said next cut me deeper than anything else. She said she would have cheated anyway, that our sex life was boring, that she had been faking it the whole time. She called me a cuckold, told me my next girlfriend would cheat on me too. After that, I spiraled. I didn't speak to anyone except my therapist for 2 days. Then I made a change. I quit smoking. I joined the gym. I needed to pour that rage somewhere else. I wasn't seeing results right away, but I could feel the tension drain during every workout. It helped. And apparently, some women at the gym noticed a small but welcome ego boost. Max, the teenage son of one of my older cousins, stopped me one day and told me the kids had been calling out their parents for their behavior since the wedding. Apparently, all the weed I used to share made me cool in their eyes. That tiny moment of validation felt good. It reminded me that I wasn't crazy. Then one day I ran into Sean. He taunted me, smug, grinning, and I snapped. I punched him. Again and again. I broke his nose, knocked out a tooth. His friends didn't even stop me, they just watched. I haven't heard from the police yet. No charges, no arrests. But I'm laying low. I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm not apologizing either. Then came the good news. I met Emily, at the gym of all places. We got to talking. One thing led to another. Dates, conversations. Lotta, she was the complete opposite of Francesca. Genuine, kind, caring. She listened. Eventually she asked me to move in with her. It felt right, so I said yes. Life's not perfect, but it's better now. And for the first time in a long time, I'm starting to believe again. In trust, in healing, in second chances.